Alright guys, another vid. First off, I want to say this new style of video I'm doing is making it harder to consistently post daily, because back then when I just record my solo video, edit it and post it, it's just easy because I let the whatever's going on screen be the sole purpose for the video. If it's the good gameplay, then you watch the good gameplay. If it's the bad one or the mess up or the cleanups, whatever it is, you post the video and you watch it, and that's that. But ever since, actually pause on that first. This team, I think this is my heaviest damage dealing team by far. They do so much damage so quick. I don't think there's any team in the game that tops this team in terms of raw damage. This team is just raw damage. They do damage quick like that. But anyway, I just wanted to say that before I continue what I was saying. Now that I'm recording with the voiceover and all that, it makes recording a bit techy, because most of the fight, let's face it, they are routine fights, they're mundane fights, and I don't have a crazy roster where I could experiment with different things to keep things entertaining every time and then always have something to talk about. With my account, they're pretty routine fights. I play my 7 fights a day, try to progress, get materials, try to make sure I get them as efficiently as possible, and then I record that and I post that. Cool, GG's. But we're recording, there's another layer of the video, so there also have to be something to talk about, even if it's the videos or something outside of the video, whatever the case is. But that's exactly what makes it a bit harder to post daily these days, because I have to think about, what am I going to say? Is there anything interesting in this already I played today that I could talk about? Which obviously I could try and make the video entertaining enough, like switch things up, do random stuff. But if I do that and I keep messing up, and then I'm just going to slow my progression, and I don't really want to do that, because I still have to progress as far as I can with the limited time this already is available. So this one, I just put a compilation of the videos I've played in the last few days. I just picked which one I found interesting enough so I can do the recording and talk about it. Like the previous one, I was just a heavy team versus Boss Scorpion, and this one was the metal team versus Boss from Nice Lorette. So 2 bosses fight. Okay, 2 really good team. Okay, I can just piece those 2 together and have something to talk about, which is why I put these 2 fights are completely from 2 separate days. I don't think I played the boss from Realm Clash and the boss from Onice on the same day. So I'm just piecing them together at least to make something worthwhile. And then I found some other stuff I've played in the last few days, and I'm adding this one as well, because this is the first time I'm playing Raiding Raven. Obviously everyone knows this team, everyone is a fan of this team, but I haven't played this team because, one, I have a level 4 twin blade and I don't have enough armor pierce on Raiden's talent, and I cannot be bothered to build this talent right now, at least not now. So obviously if I get my twin blade up, I don't need that much armor pierce on this talent, and the ones I have on this talent will suffice, so I've left out in the reserve. Also, Raven goes in my League of Anarchy team, so she's not free. most of the time. The only reason I have this paper available is right now with the bug. When you switch a solo raid, you can reuse that same thing. So I already used EPI in Realm Clash, and I switched to a nice solo raid, and Raven was back available. So I was just like, okay, let's test out Raven raiding, because I haven't done this before, and I know they do a lot of damage really quick. But like I said, my Twin Blade is low, so the Twin Blade values are not that up there. I'm seeing 6.8. I think 6.8 is the cap. Yeah, that's not a lot. But that's down to passive stat and the level of Twin Blade, because I think I'm hitting more than 80% I'm up here from the Twin Blade and from the talent on raiding. So I think the only reason to damage is capping at 6.8, which I think it is the passive stat and the level of my Twin Blade. But that can be fixed. But I needed to try it at some point, but I didn't want to try it in Realm Clash, because Realm Clash, all the health at 2 billion. But this one, at this point, the health were around 1 billion. So, okay, let's test it and see how much damage it could do. And the damage was nice. I like playing with raiding, and it feels really good to actually be doing heavy damages with raiding, as opposed to, oh, you know, raiding can do this, and then you bully the opponent. But when I'm not really sure if raiding can do it and I can see the damage, it's interesting. It's not like the damage is going to go. I knew that the damage is not going to go. The thing about this Raven raiding team is the damage you get at the start is going to be consistent throughout, because it's 5 darkness stacks at the beginning and 600% damage buff at the beginning. There's no much change, unlike maybe the DCU peep where he keeps getting damage every second, or the flash buff keep going up, so I know, okay, the Twin Blade value is going to rise as the fight goes on. But with the raiding one, from early on I knew, okay, 6.8, that's the cap, and he did 1 bill with a few seconds left, so that's his cap at the moment with the amount of passes that I have right now, which is interesting. I will try it again when I get my Twin Blade level up, because that's a really fun thing. And I'm trying to separate two teams at a time, the Raiden Scorpion team and the EPI Raven team, because my Raven, I don't want to keep her locked with League of Anarchy. I want, because League of Anarchy have a lot of damage, but I also need a better support. So considering using Girl of Supergirl for my raiding team, but most importantly my Batman Ninja team, I need to take Zatanna off that team, because he's stealing a lot of power and she needs that power. So it's kind of difficult to stack Zatanna's damage buff early in the game, unless I stack it midway into the game. So I'm playing half the game without a 300% damage buff and then half the game. It's not really ideal. So that's what I was thinking. But for now, it's a bit difficult, because low level Twin Blade, I used Twin Blade on EPI, and I don't think Zatanna's 300 damage buff is enough. I will test it though, I should test it, but I don't think it's enough. So the more I level up my the artifacts I need, the more I can split my team up to have different varieties, because it gets boring sticking everything in sticking to that exact same thing. So I'm trying to switch it up when I can, or when the damage allows me, because if I'm compromising damage because I want to switch up teams, that's not really smart. So I'm sticking to the team that does the damage, and I'm going to keep rocking with that until I have other options, and the other option isn't necessarily nerfing. Sure, if I take Raven off the API's team, the damage won't be as quick, but as long as I can get the job done fairly easy and not too inconvenient, that works. If I can get Raiden off Scorpion team and Scorpion can handle the damage by himself with not too much force, then I'll be doing that. So stuff like that, because I can use Raiden Raven, and I can use EPI Zatanna, and I can use Scorpion. That's 3 pips as opposed to 2. So I'm working on it. And this, I added this fight, the Beast Boy fight, because I haven't played Chaos in a while. And I was thinking, oh, can Beast Boy actually, because the last time I played Chaos, I don't think Beast Boy does 2 build. I might be wrong because the damage used to cap around 1.5 because I don't have Vixen on the team. But this time he did it with 10 seconds left, which, no, not 10, 7 right there. He did it with 7 seconds left, so I don't know why I changed. Maybe because I only leveled up my Pastor once. Or maybe because I recently changed my Beast Boys build. So maybe because I was looking over my character build and I saw that I wasted too many slots when I was building Beast Boy. Like, I think it was just maybe 5 fast attacks on his gears, so I had to change it to give him more attack. Maybe that's why, but who knows. It could also be because I upgraded my NSG once from level 4 to level 5. I might be bugging, I don't know, but those are the only 2 things I know that changed. But are those 2 changes enough for 400 mil damage roughly? I don't know. Anyway, Superman versus Darkseid. Obviously, I see Darkseid, I go with Superman. It just makes sense. It's Darkseid, it's Superman. And even though I fuck with Darkseid like that, it's kind of nice beating him up with Superman because, you know, Darkseid is Darkseid. Even though a lot of people, for some reason, don't want Darkseid to be the main villain for the movies, which I don't know why. What do you mean you don't want Darkseid? I don't think we've seen Darkseid enough. But we're getting Brainiac. Brainiac works. If Brainiac is the way I'm thinking about it, obviously Brainiac is fresh, he is new, he's not that common. We don't see him a lot, so it would be nice to see him on screen. Cool, I get all that. But the way I see it is, if Brainiac is first, that means Darkseid is stewing up. And if Darkseid is stewing up, I'm all for that. So just bring me Darkseid. Let's bask in the ruler of apocalypse. Because aside from the Zack Snyder's cut, we haven't really seen Darkseid on screen like that. Aside from maybe the Justice League animations, but live action, I don't even like the way the Darkseid looked in Zack Snyder's cut. It looks too grayish. This is Darkseid, the purple guy. It looked too great in the Snyder cut. Even though he had the aura, for sure he had the aura in the Snyder cut, but it was too grayish. I don't know. I did not like the grayish like that. Well, anyway, Superman versus Darkseid. Easy pip. I mean, it's not easy pip. For some reason, he always catches me at least once with that damn special. Makes me tag out. I don't know. Darkseid I always have to have a say. He's stubborn like that. Anyway, the next firewall. I put this one in here because the last time this solo raid was around, I struggled with this Silver Banshee, but I'm not exactly sure how much I struggled with Silver Banshee because I knew it was annoying passing the crown around and just, playing into her mechanics. But when the solo raid came back around, I was just like, you know what? She's just going to get the exclusive Beast Boy treatment. Just Beast Boy. I see the Silver Banshee Beast Boy, and it's been so easy. I don't know. It's just been easy. So I was like, let's just put this in there because, again, I have something to talk about it regarding this because I always play this Banshee with Beast Boy. Obviously, I could use League of Anarchy with the stun reflecting, but she doesn't stun that often to take advantage of the stun reflect. I'm not sure. When I use special, I stun her, but I don't really use special with EPA. The damage is too crazy with Raven. I don't need to stun you. Like, look at that. I could just, pause there while she's done, and she can't do anything. It's just a really convenient thing. I don't have to interact with description, whatever. Just chop special 3, just eat it. Look at that, like a good little girl. Anyway, that's the only reason this video is in here. I just wanted to get that off my chest. That's the only reason this video is in here. And here I just had to do a clean up. I think I can't remember. I missed that. Is this Realm Clash or on ice? I think it's on ice, because if it was Realm Clash, Kamidogudaga would be on Classic 101 there, and if Kamidogudaga isn't on Classic 101, it's probably on ice. I think this cleanup was from the DCU peep. He can do 2 billion at the current stage in on ice solo raid because of low passive stats. So the reason I'm doing the 2 billion in rank is obviously because I had the passive stats up, but in on ice with, I think I have a level 4, level 5, level 4 Nora Snow Club and a level 14 blade. It doesn't help, so the most you can do is about 1.8. So I think that's who I played with this peep, and then I'm just clearing it up with because I haven't used in a while. And I'm like, you know what, I have Killer First available, I have Classic 101 available, and it's under what 200 mil. You just have an easy day. Besides this, Killer Frost is going to be convenient. So I just put that in there to close it up. And look at that, I got Scorpion. I think I've dropped him like 3 times already. When the major season ends, I'll just ascend him. Anyway, thank you guys. Like and subscribe. And I might have to do some no voice content just to keep it consistent, the uploads. But anyway, bye.